So um let me go to Photoshop. So now click on the new icon, then put your size. We have two sizes, 1080p by 1350p, and we have the one of 1080p by 1080p, that is the square ratio for social media posts. So let's start with 1080p by 1350. Then we click on artboard, then we give the resolution. You can put your resolution. You can put 72, you might put 100, you might put 300. For me, I prefer putting it 300. So this is what will come out. This will be our first page. Then this is our artboard. Inside this artboard, we have layers. This is where all our layers will be. Everything we are working on, this is where it will be. Then we have these are menu bar. Let me call it menu bar. We have file where we click on new. You can open projects. You can browse in Bridge. There's something called Adobe Bridge. Then open as. Then we have open as smart object. I will go into that later. Then other options like that. If you are done with what you are working on, then you export. So um that's for the file. Then edit. We have undo, redo, toggle last state, and some all these has its own shortcuts. You can use the Control Z, Shift Control Z. So you just try to master. I'll send the file where all the shortcuts are, so you can just practice them. Then we have all these this the toolbar, I guess. I can't really remember, but I think these are called the toolbars. Then every of this icon has its own function. It has its function it performs. For the first one, we have the move tool and we have the artboard tool. For the move tool, let's say we have an object like an object in this artboard or inside this our document. Let me try to draw like let me say a rectangle. Yeah, so now if you click on our move tool, you can click it, take it to anywhere you want. Then we have these four tools, one, two, three, four. They are mainly used for cropping. If you want to crop images, if you want to crop any object, you want to crop any object. I will talk about that. I will bring in an image and we'll crop it. Then we have this frame tool, and you can see if we like over it, if you over on it rather, sorry, if you over on it, you will see the function like you see how it is used. It's used like there's something called power clipping. So instead of power clipping, you just come to this frame tool. There are two ways of doing it. Is either you just draw a rectangular box, then bring in your image, then click Alt on the image, then it will automatically power clip it inside the rectangular box. So we have this frame tool, you can use it. We'll still go over everything because we'll be creating like a simple design. And all these other functions we'll go over them. As we know this one is our text. This is our pen tool to draw. And we have this one, this part selection tool is different from this pick tool or our move tool. This one is different from this. I'll tell you what it is used for. And we have this as well here, and toolbar. The shortcut, you can just click on space, like click space, and automatically to bring out the hand tool for us to move. You get. So now let us go into like working inside our project. Then don't forget this is our layer. And these layers is where all what you have been working, all your work will be this layer. Can you see what I'm doing? So now let me delete this. Then click on this layer. Then you can see this where my this thing is. Then click on solid color. You can give it a gradient. You can give it gradient color. So let's say you want to give it or let me just give it solid color. Let me not go too far. Let me just give it solid color. Let's say we have blue. Let's use this light blue. Let's use this light blue. So now let us quickly talk about colors. Let's talk about colors, and we should actually know our element of designs. All these tools here we can see they are used to derive our elements of designs. We should know our element of designs are line, um, um, color, and some other stuff. They are our element of design. Then typography. Then we have design principle of designs, and all these design principles must be followed. I will send a document for that one for both elements of designs and principles of designs. I'll talk about that. So we have a lot of things with there's something called hierarchy. There are lots, but if we start going into them one after the other, we might definitely not leave this place. So let's just go straight to business. So now these are first color. Then now how to match colors. How to match colors is really important because some people like match color like as if they are doing art painting, which is really wrong for designing. So now let's say these are first color. Then let me draw a rectangle here. Yeah, so we can pick the same color, but we now drag it down to pick the darker color of it. We are still working on this same blue. You can see the color combination now is correct. Instead of maybe switching to another kind of blue, it's fine. You can still switch and say you want to go to this still go. But just to make it like very easy for you, you just go down or over this place, this area to get your perfect color that will fit it. So this is we have different type of colors. We have the monochrome color, we have the complementary color, we have the polychronic color, and so on like that. Then we have tetradic or something. I can't even remember it. That one is like four colors. So like this now, this if you are just working on one color that is monochromic, then let's say you want to work on two colors, two different colors. Let's say we are not working on that same blue. So now what color can go with blue? You can see red can actually go with blue. Green does not really go with blue, but it come out though. But I won't advise. It might actually work for you, but I don't really find it like. But we can work with yellow can go with blue. Yellow can go with blue. Maybe lighter yellow, something not so light like something like this. Going to yellow and orange. You can see, so it can go with it. Then we have red. This kind of wine to can go with blue. So now let's bring in an image. Let's bring in an image. So let's say we have this boy. Let's assume we want to create like a flyer for an educative flyer. Maybe you are creating for a school or for an organization. So now let us remember our text. This is just like a short tutorial just to guide you on. And I always say something when you are designing, well, when you want to start designing or before you start designing, there's something called grid lines, guidelines rather. So all these lines, when I drag it, you can see all this line that is showing. You can see it will like guide us. You get so I always advise when you are designing your elements, maybe the text or the icon or whatever you are using must not pass this line. You can see, so we have 0, then let us put it to exactly where this one is. Then we do the same thing down, do the same thing down. I give some little space in between. Then for the vertical too, do the same thing. Do the same thing. So any text you are putting in the design must not pass this grid lines. It must not pass this side. This is just the area we are working on. So either let's say maybe you want to your contact icon blah blah, it must, let's say you want to put like maybe contact us, it must just be here. So you can write your contact us blah blah, our Instagram and do WhatsApp number and stuff like that. So you can use this. Then your text. Let's go on to our text. Then let us give the text as um um okay. Let me see. We are educated. Just an example. We are educated. Then you will notice it's actually in capital letter because this is clicked. You understand? Because it is clicked. Now if I should unclick it, it has gone to a normal upper and lowercase. This side, this is where our text, you can change your text, your paragraph. If you want it to be in this format, or you want it to be centralized, or right align, left align, and so on like that. Then we have this one is not really necessary. You might not actually need it. You might not need it. So these two you basically work for your text. Then let me say you want to curve your text. Maybe like curve it. We come to this place, edit, then we see transform. Under this transform, we have work. So you can see our work. So you can just edit it like this way, then curve it however you want to curve it. But I'm not curving it, I'm just showing you when you want to do that. So as I was saying, your text must not pass the grid line. Everything we are going to be writing, there's nothing like the text is too big. Um, I cannot. If I should reduce it to be small, all those kind of excuses. No, everything you are writing should be inside this. Even okay, let us pick a logo. Let me use a logo. Uh, Apologies, University of Lagos. I'm using a logo. Well, um, so let me just remove the background of this. At the Google point. Okay, so okay. So let us crop this. Yes, so like I said, all these are the tools you are going to use for cropping. So you can use this, maybe you want to crop a rectangle from that same image. Okay, let me just crop this and I'll show you all the function for it. Okay, so this is our logo. This is our logo. Then the way I like zoom out and zoom in, the shortcut is you just click on Alt, then that scroll on your mouse. You just scroll, you just scroll. So you can see everything that I'm working on. They are not passing the grid line. They are not passing the grid line. The grid, this side, or this side, or this sides rather, or this side must be empty. Only this image, like this image, is allowed to like okay stay outside. Or maybe you want to do like maybe a pattern on the design. Let me see, you want to put a circle here that is allowed to go outside. Let me see, you want to put something like this. Then you can see like all these layers. It depends on how you arrange it. If you bring it up, it will stay above the picture. But now you can see this is the image, this is the picture, then this the circle, ellipse one. If you bring it down, it will go behind the image. Hope you understand. If you bring it down, it will go behind the image. So now we can just put it somewhere around here. That is only what is allowed to like maybe go outside, or maybe you want to add some other elements, maybe flower. So but your text, it must not be touching the edge of the design. Note that is very important. Then okay, yes, I said I will show you the image aspects. For the image aspect, like maybe you want to crop image. Okay, this rectangle, let's say I just really want to crop the edge alone, just this part. You can see I just dragged it. Then this is only this part I want. I'll just duplicate it, and duplicating that is Control J to duplicate, Control J. When I duplicate it, it will bring out two layers now. Now before we have one layer, but now you can see layer two. This previous layer that is on hide it. So you hide it. Logo. So I will hide it. Then you can see we've actually cropped it. It's only this part I want. Or let me say I don't want his edge to be there. Just crop it the same way, and you can see I don't have his edge there anymore. I don't have his edge there anymore. Good. So now, as for the rectangle, then for the circle, maybe you want only the circular part of this. of the image, you just come here, then click it, then copy. Then you see that it's only the circle. Okay, sorry, there's a mistake there. Okay, so now we just only want the head in circular form like this. So we just click on the image that I want to crop, then Control J, don't forget. Then you can see it's in form of circle now. If you don't understand, please kindly drop a comment of the parts you don't understand so I can create another video to explain it. Then we have single row marquee tool. We have single column marquee tool. You might not necessarily need it for now, but later you will discover what it is used for. But for now, you don't need it now. So let us go into, we have the lasso tool. This lasso tool is like a freehand tool to crop. So maybe you have a selected part you just want to crop with your hand, like this. You are the one that you can move it anywhere how you want to crop it. Maybe you just want the shirt, like just this part. You can see what it did. Or let me say you want this part, then you want this place to be jaga jaga. Sorry for using that word. Then you want this place to be like this. Then you crop, and like I said, you do the same thing. You duplicate and close. Now you can see what I'm talking about. We have these parts only. I hope you understand. Then we have polygon. I'm sorry, polygonal lasso tool. Sorry for that. Polygonal lasso tool. Then this polygonal lasso tool is you want to manually, let me see, you want to do it yourself, like picking the point, picking points. Maybe you want it like this. So you can see what I'm doing. That's for the polygonal lasso tool. So the same thing when you are done, you duplicate Ctrl J, don't forget. Then we have the magnetic lasso tool. We have the magnetic lasso tool. And sorry, please hold on. Yeah, so sorry for that. Sorry for that. We'll continue now. Okay, so let's continue. Then we have the um magnetic lasso tool. So this magnetic lasso tool is like a magic. It works like a magic in the sense that it's not working now. This Photoshop currently have problem, but when you can try it on your own Photoshop, you just like be moving your hand freely, and it will automatically be sensing this the it will try to be picking out the sensitive part of the image to crop. You understand? So then we have the object selection tool. This object selection tool is like you click, like you draw like a circle and it automatically selects the main objects. Like when you click, you can see it automatically selects this. So if it has a background, okay, let me bring a picture that has a background. Let me bring in a picture that has a background. And okay, let me use this. Okay, so let me use this as an example. So let me use this as an example. This picture is not really sharp though, but we're gonna manage it. So now if I should select, maybe I just want to select this part, this part of the picture. It automatically pick, you can see, but it did not pick it correctly though, because the image is not very clear. But let me select everything. Let me select everything and see how it will. Yes, you can see what it did right there. So it has picked only the image. So just Control G. Then you know what we do. You hide the other layer. You can see. So it has automatically crop it. You can see what it did. It automatically crop it. Then we have the quick selection tool. We have the quick selection tool, and we have this one is like you just click and it automatically pick out the area that you want to use. You can reduce the size by right clicking. When you right click, or you come here, sorry, you come here, then you reduce the size, then the hardness, however you want it. Then you click, you can see I only click one part, but it automatically, sorry, it automatically picked that color, that background part in the image like this. Yeah, so you get what I'm saying. So now for this one, so you do the same thing, and you can see we are good. Okay, so I will click on delete to remove that part when we are done. Then we have this crop tool. So this crop tool is basically maybe you want to crop this image. You can see, so it automatically just crop it. It's working like frame tool, but this one it will crop it in form of like giving it an artboard. You understand? It will automatically give it an artboard. So let's just go on with what we are doing. I believe you understand cropping. I believe you understand cropping. We are good. Okay, so let us continue with what we are saying. So don't forget the grid lines. There's grid lines for Pixel Lab. For Pixel Lab users, you have grid lines there. Um, Canva users, there's grid lines there. So every software has grid lines. Then, like I was saying, then we put our main text. What you want people to see. Let me put the name of the school. Now there is something people make mistake, like actually with I will include myself too. I made that mistake too, but I later realized, and which I'm going to correct, which is when you want to your text and your logo. Yeah, the um name of the this thing and the logo. You see, University of Lagos. All I put. Let me see, Center of Excellence. Center. And when you are working on your typography, yeah, when you are working on your typography, you have to be very, very careful. You can see what I'm doing right here. But I cannot make it bold, too bold. You can see how it's bold. It's not really looking kind of professional. So I reduce like the thickness of the font. So I made it lighter. This I can make it in form of capital letter. So you can see it. Then I can reduce it to, and then now we are good to go. So to when you are designing again, make sure your you are not using up to three or four fonts. Right now you will notice I'm just using only one font. All what I've been doing, both the University of Lagos Center of Excellence, we are educated, where I'm just using only one font. I'm just using only one font. So let me bring this closer a bit. Bring this closer. So we can actually highlight this educated and give it another color. You can highlight it and give it another color. You can see like a darker color. I will show you how to touch pictures. How to touch pictures. So you can see, then we now let's do our services or what we render. So now if you are working with a box, you put the box here. You can see the three colors I've been working with are this one, this one, this color, this one, and white. If you notice, just these three colors. Too much of colors is a no. So don't do that. Don't do that. As a as you know, you are a chosen. You are a chosen. You are a chosen. You must not use three colors. Sorry. You must not use more than three colors when you are designing, unless for some designs. There are some designs like, let's say you are working with something, um maybe like painting, maybe painting company, or I'm sorry, maybe you are working for a painting company, or what can I say? I can't really remember now, but when I do, I'll get back. So now, let us just go back to this. Then let us give our render, for our services. Then create two boxes. Create two boxes. Like, there are different ways you can do it. So I'm going to make this color this. Then you can customize it in your own way. Let's say you want to give it like an outline. Let's say white. You can see still we are using this this property icon. You can see it. Sometimes the property might be with your layers. You understand? So it might be here and it might be here. So you can work, let's say you want to give it an outline. Let's give it a white outline. Let's increase it a bit. It's too much. Let's give it 3. Yes. Then maybe you want just dotted line or something like this. You can see. I hope you are noticing the changes. Giving it a dotted line, then pick that same text again. You can see it's under, is behind the box. Then to bring it up, you just take it and drag it up. You understand? So you take it and bring it up. Then we edit it. Let's say um our services, our services. Then we reduce this, put it here. We can reduce the thickness. It's kind of much. Let's give it bold. And you can see when you are putting, let me tell you something, when we are putting a text in a box, there must also be space behind it. Your text must not be too close to the box, like something like this now. This is very wrong. Or the text should be too close to this part, or to be too close to this part. Let your text breathe. Please let your text breathe. This is fine. Our services, this is fine. So let us what else? Okay, so now let us put what our services are, which I will reduce as well to semi-bold and change the color because of its white. Change it to this type of color. This is blue, the darker part of blue, or it's also called cyan. So let us say preschool or kindergarten. Jesus, how they spell kindergarten? Okay, then preschool. This is just like a sample. We have primary, we have secondary, we have tertiary. Let's just leave this 5. So let's increase it. So let us do it this way. Then give it line space on line spacing and letter spacing. You can see what I'm doing. This side, okay, let me just give a grid line here where our services is another part we'll be working on too as well. So after putting our services, the space we are giving, this our other options we are writing as our services must not be too close to, must not be the same line with our services. Yeah, you might do it that way, but I prefer it this way. So if you feel that way is more comfortable for you, you can go ahead. Then let's just do a simple triangle. Just do a simple triangle. Let's give the color as this. Let's duplicate it for the rest. There are other objects you can use to indicate this, but just for the sake of this little tutorial, you just be using that. So this is okay. So you can see now, this is just like a sample, just a flyer sample. Let me bring in another image. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, so now let us pick this. Let's pick this. Can pick this and just put something, put it around this place, then bring it down. You can see what I'm doing. All this is the image, so I'm bringing it down. It will stay at the front of the boy. This is a little boy with notebook, but I want it to stay like at the with the boy and the image of the girl. So I want it to stay above this stuff that is written. Yes, so let me bring it up. Then this are rectangle that is down. You can just bring it up as well. So there's actually a simpler way of arranging your layers, which is very, very good. You can group them. Let's say this. When you are done with it, you group, call it your logo. You can see. So if you hide it and unhide it, you can see it's just picking our logo. You understand? Then this you can group it too. You can see head text or heading. Let me just give it heading. Then our services, all the kindergarten, polygon, and so on. All these you can also group them and call it you can see our services. Then we have this rectangle. You can also just group this rectangle and call it ellipse shape, just to make your layers neat. Then all these images, yeah. So these images you are going to work, you can group them as well, and just group and say images, sorry, images. And what else have we not grouped? Wait, is it not going to be here? Oh, I think I took rectangle with it. It's meant to be with our services. Apologies for that. You have to be careful of how we are arranging, so it won't scatter in the process of rearranging. Then we have this rectangle. Where is this rectangle? Okay, this is our contact box. Our contact box. Let me just. You can give it any name you want to give it actually. Then you can see our layer is actually arranged. Our layer is arranged. This is you can call. This is not part of our design. It just came with the design with the document. So let's group this and call it our background. Call it our background. So you can see this is everything we are working on. We have our background. Let's bring in our logo before logo, heading, the ellipse shape, our services, the images to our contact box. You can see just arranged. So and we have um, inside our contact box. Don't forget, I'll be working on our contact box. We're working on our contact box. You can see an example. You put yours when you want to work on your own flyer. Send us a DM at +234 8165 772 049. So that's my number in case if you want to join our group where we share ideas, we share tutorials like this on the group. You want to join us, you can just message me on this number. And then let me see IG. You can put your logo like Instagram logo, Facebook logo, whatever you want to put. But where my logos are, they are very far. I cannot be searching for it. I'm really sorry. So at no need of at underscore SMG media. You can check us on, but this tutorial is actually organized by the Creative Insight Hub, and you can check them on CIH officials. CIH officials. Then we put it inside our box. Put it inside our box. So now our design is actually good. This is just like a simple design, so you can go further and check Pinterest. Let me type it for you. Um, okay, so we have different sites to check your inspiration. As a designer, Pinterest will actually be your friend. Behance, even Instagram, or basically all social media page or social media app. Then we have free pick. You can actually see inspiration there too as well. And what else? What else? What else? And there are a lot of things you can actually see inspiration for. If you want to check for maybe you want to download fonts, we have 1001fonts.com. We have a lot. We have WA fonts. We have is it WA font or that font? Maybe sorry, I think it's that font.com and so on. So you can download your fonts and use it. And lastly, because I know time has actually gone, so what else? What else? What else? If you have any question, if you have anything I should tell you for other sites or resources you need, maybe you want to get images, use FreePic. There's Pexels to get images. We have Pexels, we have iStock, we have Shutterstock, we have Shutterstock, a lot like that. And what else? We have a lot actually. So if you have any question, if you have any contribution, you have anything you have to say, kindly send me a DM and I'll be so welcome to answer, and basically just answer it on the group for others that don't know it as well. You can ask on the group. That will be very, very much welcome. So you can tag me and ask me, or any admin can also answer as well. Any admin can also answer. Then lastly, before we end this, I'll still be doing another one another time. And from here we also do the one for After Effects. We'll do the one for Premiere Pro and Vision, and also for smartphone users. We also do like video record or Canva. We do video record of Pixel app and a lot. So just follow up on our daily updates and don't miss out on anyone. So what else? Now let me just drop this. So we have our image. We can actually work on our image. This image, let us duplicate it. So if you have problem with it next time, we won't be at loss. So most times when you want to work on something, I prefer you duplicate them. So I'm just going to duplicate it. Remember, duplicate, Control G. Then I hide this. Then I'm going to merge group because I want to work on both image at the same time. Then I'll go to image adjustments, brightness and contrast. I can brighten it bit. If I should brighten it too much, that won't go. Then give it a little bit of contrast. Then adjustments, I'm going to increase the level. So just a bit. Yeah. Yeah. So, and there are also other how to work on your images. How to work on your images. Like, let me bring an example. Like this. Let me see. This is like a flyer I did. It has been long. It has been long though. For this birthday, the image you can see. So like how to sharpen image very well, very well. And like this as well. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to look for images. Yeah, like I'm sure you people, like this flyer I did for our boss, the design king, the design, sorry, this kid, and he does not know his name kid, he's a man, this man, sorry. So this man, I did this for this man, because the image quality, because of his clothes, if I should go further, you can see how sharp the images are. So you'll be able to do designs something like this, like maybe create a flyer. Let me show you like a social media post, like let's see, like this, like this, This is what I did for someone. This is a data analysis training. So you can join, you can check the number. I'm not promoting them though, but still promoting them. Don't mind me. I can be naughty sometimes. So um and you will notice all these designs are being shown you. You cannot see any of them that the text is too close to the edge of the design. You can see what I'm talking about. See this one? You can see. Then you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see just only the laptop, but every of the text is inside that box. You understand what I'm saying? So that is how you do it. Then this image of our other boss, knowing a light design on his bedding, just a simple background, nothing too serious. Then happy birthday, a light, just something simple. And all the text is not passing, is not touching the edge of your design. No, and the text are not too big and not too small. You understand? It's not too big and not too small and can be readable. Note that. And let me show you this last one before we go. Let me show you this last one before we go. Um, this one is just like it's a flyer I did for yeah, for a real estate. So they just started back. So just something that portray we are back. Just simple text. We are back. Stronger and better. The image boxes, like images of houses that portray um the brand, which is real treasure property. So you understand what I'm saying? So your color combination is very important. So let us talk about color. Let's quickly talk about color. So now you can see I used the same blue. What if you want to use two different colors? Let me pick two different colors. I always work my colors in this aspect. Let me do it for you. So I do it this way. Red, just hold on. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, blue. Okay, so I do it this way. I always pick my color like this. I know this will be sounding like funny, like what is this guy doing? Like I'm doing rubbish. I understand. But I'm gonna pick the colors now. We have red. Let me pick the middle of this part. The middle of this part. You can see where it is. The middle. Red. Um so we have orange. I will show you how to customize your text or your object. I'll teach you that. Let's see, orange. No, I'm picking. Let's pick this red, orange, pick this orange, um, yellow, yellow, green, blue, okay, yes, light blue, we have light blue, we have so is my voice did my voice get low? We have pink, we have purple, then we have pink. We have purple, then we have pink. Yeah. Yes. So these are our pick the colors. So this red we go with blue. I'll show you that. This orange we go with this light blue. Or you can actually go with light blue first before the blue. Anyone. This one they can switch. You can go with orange and this blue. You can go with yellow and purple. Yes. You can go with yellow and purple. You can go with green and pink. You can go red and light blue. Now let's try it. Let's work it out. So now we are picking this. Let us pick our red and light blue, which we are currently using. You can see. You can see. So it actually go with it. And if let's change the text to red. So you can see it. They are still good. Then you can change all these ones so like maybe red and maybe add some black. Understand? And let us go with another one. Let us use let's use and yes, another thing we have there's something called color psychology. Each color define what how will I put it? Like red signify the different properties. Blue signify different attributes, or let me say characteristic. I don't know the English I'll use there. Then white signify some different properties. Um, Green signify different properties. Now, if you see green, you definitely know that okay, we are talking about maybe agriculture or like if an agricultural company come and meet you, you should know that okay, color we can actually use is green and we can also use yellow. Yes, we can use green and we can use yellow. Then we have red too. Red it can signify love, but we have different types of red. There are some red that signify love, and there is another red that when you see it, you know that maybe danger. Yes, as red signifies love, it also signifies danger. And there are also other. I'll send it to the group. That is color psychology. I'll send it to the group. Then we have white. You know, white signify purity. Then we have yellow. Yellow signify we have creativity and some other properties. And if you check, I will send them to you and show you the different properties they all signify. So anytime we are working on our design, we should pick our color wisely. You understand what I'm saying? Pick your color wisely. Then what else? Okay, I think okay, yes, before that. So our text, let's say okay, let me just work on this white background, our white circle rather. This white circle here. Let's just work on it. So now there's something called blending option. When we right click on this circle, you see our blending option. And under this blending option, we have the bevel and emboss, we have the stroke, we have the inner shadow, we have the inner glow, and so on and so forth. Then if you click on the bevel, it's like giving this kind of 3D effect. Like you can see, can increase the size, reduce the size, soften it, and adding it, and maybe start from down to up to down. So it's basically how you want, sorry, how you want it. So you can leave it this way. Then your stroke is like outline. So for text, we have outline, but for images or objects, or we can also do blending option on text too as well. You can add your stroke for text as well. Then you will click on if on the stroke, then click on stroke options on the stroke to bring out this option. Then we can now increase it. Then we see this is the color we can pick this. So you can see what is doing right there. So you can increase it, you can reduce it anyhow you want it. Hope you understand. We have the inner shadow. That's like a shadow that is shown inside. You can increase the opacity. Just you can just toggle with it and know the different properties actually, because there's not much time for me to go into it deeply. So we can go just check just right click, don't forget, just right click and you see on the image, on the box that you want to do, just right click and go to your blending option. You see all the properties I'm talking about. You might not see it in the image right now. You might not see it now, but it's definitely there on this video rather. You might not see it on the video as I'm working on it. You might not see it. I hope you guys understand. You might not see it. You might just be seeing the changes. You might just be seeing the changes. But I'm doing it here. So what else? Then you see other options. You can toggle on it and like check different functions, like the functions for each of them. You can check their functions. And when you are done, then you export. The way of exporting for this one is like click. Okay, let me change this. Like we are using red. Okay, let me for the color, let me show you another color. Let me show you another color. Then there is something called color. Like there's an app called color. So you can pick to give you like a right color combination. And there's also a link. I think I've sent it to the group. I sent it to the group like for color. Let's go with yellow. Let's go with yellow. Or let's go with orange. And what color can go with orange? Let's see green. Or let's say pink. No. It's not going to go. It's not. So let us just pick a normal, yes, something like this. We can go with this yellow and this one. Can go with it. So you can see what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So you can just check different colors and work on them, and it will definitely give you a good options. So this video, this training will be posted on YouTube. So please, if you know it was actually very helpful, kindly just subscribe. Let's grow together, guys. I cannot do this on my own, you know. It's obvious, and I cannot lie about it. I need you guys. You get. So let's do this together, and let's work together to make this community grow. You understand? To make this community grow. So that's it. And I think I'll be saying thank you. Like, subscribe, share this video, share the video, and turn on the notification bell, because now I'll be posting like tutorials on different different softwares, back to back, back to back. So you snooze, you lose. That's just it. And I remain your humble tutor, Samgee Graphics. Did I introduce myself at the beginning? That's so bad of me. So for those that don't know me, I'm Samgee Graphics. Thanks, and nice to have you guys. See you guys later. Thank you as well, Creative Insight Hub, for giving me the opportunity to do this. I really appreciate. God bless everyone. Thank you.